Hey guys, how's it going? Eminem Gaming here, and today we're back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens. Yes, the game's finally out. I love Lego games, I will say that, and was really excited for this game. Just beat the game actually a few days ago. Been a bit busy. I do apologise for not uploading the video sooner. But yeah, I'm going to give you my review, my opinion on sort of, I guess, what I thought of the game. Is it worth a purchase? All that good stuff. If you're regular to the channel, you know how my reviews work. So as well, there may be a little, like, I guess, trophy guide sort of thing later in this video, showing you guys how and where to get unlimited coins, I guess. Pretty easy place to you know, farm them. So if you're interested to buy red bricks, characters, all that sort of stuff, make sure to watch, or at least skip to the end of the video. So yeah, let's get into this, guys, and let's start off with the faults in this game. The big fault I had that really annoyed me from start to finish, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys, is just the gameplay mechanics. The way sort of the characters move, the way they feel, can be a little bit clunky. That was definitely a problem I had with the game. Obviously I'm playing the PS4 version, and yeah, you know, sometimes when you're on ledges, climbing, all that good stuff, can be a little bit you know, of a problem. You know, you can fall to your death sometimes completely out of nowhere, and also about 3 or 4 times in the game I actually had glitches where my characters would just, like, especially in the shooting cover parts, where they just run into each other and I had to restart the level. But there's not a restart checkpoint button. You have to quit out and then start the whole game again, or not the whole game, sorry, the that level again, which was a little bit frustrating. The levels aren't particularly that long nor difficult, so it's not something that's definitely going to affect you that much, but I'm just saying it was a little bit of an annoyance for me during the game. The next thing I wanted to say was the voice acting. Now I'll get into the story and the you know, the comedy aspect of the game later in this the video, but just on a pure, the way the sound, the voices sounded in this game was very strange. It felt, and I had the problem again with Jurassic World, Lego Jurassic World, where it felt like they'd literally copied and pasted the audio files from the movie and just put it into the game, and it just didn't sound right. It didn't sound like it was recorded just for the game. I don't know if this is just me, whether they're using a certain mic, I don't even know, but the sound didn't feel that great to me personally. But again, that's just me. Now this game graphically is very pretty. You know, again, when you have more of a the way I say it is like more of a child sort of game, more of a, for the younger audience, I guess you could say. It's easier to make it look better because there's more bright colours on the screen, there's not too many open world spaces and that sort of stuff. With that being said, it looks very much like any other Lego game, very similar to, you know, like, I guess, Telltale, how they just kind of, most of their games look pretty much the same, running on the same engine. It's that very much. It'd have been nice maybe if they hadn't put it on everything. This game's on mobile, it's on the Wii U, it's on the Vita, you know, it's pretty much everywhere you can possibly imagine that game. And I feel that that may have affected the graphics, the look of the game. Again, I could be completely wrong. It's not an ugly game by any means, but I feel that more could have been done. You know, maybe if the last gen hardware and portable hardware and all that sort of stuff wasn't hindering it. But again, I could be wrong. But yeah, really a lot of nitpicking there. So let's get into what is amazing about this game, what I personally loved, and that's a lot of stuff. First of all, I mentioned it a little bit earlier, but the humor in this game is so funny. You know, it takes jabs at the series, you know, not in a mean way, but like, you know, it takes the mick out of, you know, certain things in the series. You know, it makes different scenarios, and you know, it's really cool how they sort of, you know, put it together. I think it's a really honestly funny game. The story doesn't take itself too serious. You know, my worry was, you know, it's a Disney game, Star Wars game or whatever, that they may sort of, you know, try and make it a little bit more serious than it needed to be. But honestly, that is not the case. It's really funny. It's good for all the family to play, and definitely, yeah, definitely a funny game. The combat, you know, there's a lot of, even though it's not the best, like it's not, doesn't control the best, there is a ton of combat in this game. It's very action filled, whether you're shooting characters, whether you're, you know, using your lightsaber, space fights, you know what I'm saying. There's a lot of fighting in this game, and it's really fun, honestly. You know, it doesn't bog you down with a story that, you know, most people not bothered with. We all know the Star Wars story. You know, they're not bothering too much with that, but on a gameplay aspect of, you know, how fun it is, yeah, absolutely. You know, from start to finish, just taking down herds of enemies with your lightsaber, with your gun, fighting, whatever it may be. Yeah, it's really awesome, and yeah, lots of fun, and a lot of enemies on the screen all at one time, which is really good. The next thing I wanted to say was the open, I guess, stages. I don't want to say open world. I guess it's a little bit like Ratchet and Clank, how you got like the hub world, so you can like select different planets to go to, and there's areas to explore in that, and it definitely adds a lot of replay value to the game, because the game's like, I guess, a couple of hours long if you just focus on the story, but there's so many side missions, and in fact there's side missions you unlock by getting gold bricks. So then you have to do different tasks on the planet. You know, some of the tasks could be simply just opening a box, or you know, using a fire character to, you know, burn a gold statue. There's other you know, ones where there's space races and races on the floor, and that's really cool because it gives you an incentive to get the full story, not the main game, but like the full everything about the game. You have to play through the game, and you have to do all the different story modes, and you have to do all the different tasks on the planet. And again, they're all very well done, and they're very funny, and you know, they're interesting. So yeah, it's really cool to do. And yeah, let's talk about how many characters are in this game. There is a ton. You know, there's like little references to, like, you know, Mark Hamill's in the game as a playable character. You know, it's got like Han Solo old, and then you got classic Han Solo, you got Rey young, you know, those sort of things. And I think that's really cool, you know, little addition to the game. And you know, there's, again, like every single Lego game or whatever, there's you know, different characters do different things. You know, you've got the flame trooper who can like melt the gold sort of thing. You got the big brutes who can smash through walls to get gold bricks and all that sort of stuff. And definitely I feel that very much with a sort of Ratchet and Clank theme, again, you can absolutely just play through the game once, but it definitely rewards going back and you know, playing the game 2 times. I'd reckon a minimum 2 times, obviously with a trophy guide or whatever, to get all your mini kits, your red bricks, because again, the red bricks unlock a ton of stuff. For example, you can have, well, the most useful ones is like, you know, the stud magnet. You just run down a level, get all the studs. Instant impact, like someone comes near you, it just explodes, and all that sort of stuff. Coins times 8, times 6, times 2, times 4. With that though, you can kind of cheat, I guess, like I did, and I feel a little bit ashamed to say I cheated in a Lego game. A little bit embarrassing, but you can put 2, 4, 6 and 8 times stud multiplier all together and I did, and I have about 36 million coins now. So yeah, slightly embarrassing that I needed to do that, but it is what it is. But yeah, you know, a lot of fun to play the game. And you know, there is replay value to it. Like I said, definitely a lot of replay value if you want to go for the trophies and you want to unlock the funny characters and all the hidden Easter eggs and all those sort of things that I personally like to do. You know, not everyone wants to do that, and that's rightfully so. Some people just want the main game, and that's completely fine. But for me, I think there's definitely a lot of replay value to it. And yeah, a lot of nods to like the older games, older characters, older scenes, but obviously with The Force Awakens you got the new characters, which is definitely awesome to see. I'm not a huge, like, massive Star Wars fan, but I genuinely, from start to finish of this game, with maybe a few annoyances here and there, you know, with, like I said, game controls, and, you know, that sort of stuff, I guess, you know, those things sort of annoyed me a little bit, but in general the game is really solid. You know, does it have its problems? Yes, but it's a ton of fun, and it's, I'd say, this generation, and I'm just going by this generation, and the ones I've personally played, which is most of them, to be fair, this is my favourite Lego game. Obviously the big exception from that, the only one I haven't played and probably could possibly take that crown, is Lego Dimensions. I've heard some good things about that. I do need to pick that up. The rest of them I played and I've absolutely loved, but I felt with the theme of Star Wars, with you know, with Lego, I'm going to use the last one, Lego Jurassic World. With that, you know, there was like 3 games in one, but I feel with all the side quests and all the unlockable stuff you get in this game, it's about the same length, if not a little bit longer, which is obviously perfect, you know, for me. So yeah, guys, sorry for rambling on. What is my review? My review, even though it has some faults, definitely, I have to give it a very solid 9 out of 10. It has its faults, that's for sure, but the game in general is a ton of fun, and unless you're like me trying to make a review video or whatever, you probably, unless you're unlucky like me and get like glitched, you're not gonna have too much notice for the problems, i.e. the voice acting or whatever. You're probably gonna not notice that. So to be honest, if you're looking for a game, again, you want to play with your family, you know, that you can put on, and it's not going to be all rude jokes and, you know, blood, gore, violence, you know what I'm saying. If you want a game for the family that you could possibly play with your friends who aren't really gamers but want to have a laugh, I think this is a great game. It's on the Xbox One, 360, Wii U. I'm not sure. I don't think it's on the Wii, the OG, like Wii or whatever. It's on mobile, it's on the Vita, PS3, PS4. So really, wherever the hell you want to play it, if you want to play it on the go, on the way to work, or if you want to sit at home with your family or whatever and play it, I think this is a perfect game. But for me, like I said, 9 out of 10. Would I recommend it? 100%. If you're you know, planning on, you know, waiting for a discount, that's completely fine, but for me, I think it's worth the money up front that I paid for it, and I bought the collector's, not really a collector's edition, special edition, with like the season pass and all that stuff, and I feel already I've had my money's worth with the game. But yeah, let me know, guys, what's your opinion, what's your thoughts on this game? Are you interested in it? Is it a little bit on your radar? Is it not on your radar at all? Are you a big fan of Lego games on the PS2? I was, so yeah, again, guys, let me know down below what's your thoughts. But as always, this has been M&M Gaming. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe if you're not already, and I'll catch you guys in a new video